Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to be testing out a new-ish lash product by Kiss. This is their Falscara, a new way to lash. So essentially how it works is that it comes with these little chunks of false lashes and you actually glue them to underneath your real lashes. So it looks really natural. The price of this, I believe, was $19.99 or something like that. It was under $20. I'll of course be sure to link this in the description box below so you know exactly the one that I purchased. I am really intrigued to see how this goes. So let's read through the directions together. Per usual, must know exactly what we're doing before we get started. They come in these little wisps, is what they call them, the little chunks of false lashes. And then it comes with a bond. So it's infused with biotin. Bond is non-damaging and primes the natural lashes to prep them for the wisp. And then the seal is formulated with nourishing vitamin E, and it actually seals, removes any tacky residue, and locks the wisp in place for all day wear. And then it also comes with an applicator. It's a patent pending applicator, has a unique angle tip and a non-stick finish for optimal wisp placement. So basically they're saying that if you can mascara, you can falscara. So step one, you brush a light coat of bond onto natural lashes. A little goes a long way. Step two, use the included falscara applicator to pluck a wisp from the tray. As shown, pick up wisps from middle outer end for optimal control and application. One by one, gently place the wisps underneath the base of your natural lashes slightly away from the waterline. Step 3, seal the deal. Dab on a thin coat of seal under the wisps. This is the final touch, eliminates any sticky residue and holds Falscara wisps in place. And there's a couple pro tips here too. You apply wisps starting from the outer corner of the lash line, working inwards or vice versa. Be sure to place wisps right next to each other for seamless look. Pro tip number 2, if needed, use the applicator or your fingers to squeeze the wisp against your natural lashes. This helps them adhere for a more secure hold. And pro tip number 3, to prolong the life of your applicator and wisp, after each use, wipe off any bond residue with rubbing alcohol or makeup remover. With gentle care, wisps are reusable. So if you use them carefully, we can actually use the pieces over and over again. So that seems pretty interesting. So it comes with more detailed instructions in the box, but they look to be similar to the instructions that were back here. Here we go. So I opened her up. So it comes with this pretty heavy duty applicator, so that's nice. So I'm assuming we will take these wisps off and then be able to use this to apply them. It also comes with the bond on one side and then the seal on the other side. So we'll use the bond first and then seal afterwards. So they're placed like this. So I'm just going to assume that this inner one I'll put in the inner corner and then work my way out, and we'll see how that goes. And as a pro tip, when you're putting on any sort of false lashes, especially the strip ones, I always make sure that I don't put it all the way in the inner corner or all the way in the outer corner. Make sure it has a little bit of a gap either way. I promise you won't be able to notice the difference, but you just don't want to deal with it poking either inner corner or outer corner, because that's when you'll deal with your eyes watering and stuff like that. So really make sure that the lashes are shorter and not poking you anywhere. All right, well that seems easy enough. I'm going to move you guys really close so we can work on this together and see how it goes. Okay, here we are, nice and close. All right, so I am going to start off with the bond first. So I'll start off with my right eye. It just comes with this teeny tiny little brush. The bond does seem to have a black color to it, so I can see where it is going, which is nice. Okay, the bond is on, so I'm gonna use this to gently pluck off this inner corner piece. That came off pretty easy. And I'm just gonna hold it kind of at the end there. And I think I just place it underneath. Pieces down. just a little bit of the bond touched this and it was pretty stuck on there. So it is pretty sticky. Okay, so I put on 4 pieces and I think that's all that's going to fit. So now I'm going to use this to push the wisp and my natural lashes together to hopefully make sure that that helps the stick. Ooh, this was stuck to my lashes. So be careful when pulling off. Okay, it's on there. That looks really nice, but really natural. I feel like putting it on was pretty easy. The bond is no joke. I feel like as soon as I touched the wisp to the bond, it stayed. And so it is a really natural look. That's cool. So I think my main takeaways from that is just to be really careful when you are placing it. It's kind of like you're putting puzzle pieces together, you know? So you wanna make sure that you're putting it as close to possible as you can, and to try to make it look seamless. Now we use the seal, and that's supposed to seal it all in. So let's do that before we move on to the other eye. But that was a lot easier than I thought. Okay, here's the seal. It's kind of like a clear seal there. Okay, I really like how that looks. Definitely opens up my eye, definitely lashes there compared to my natural ones where you can't see it all. Okay, let's do the left eye now. I feel like the bond doesn't dry quickly or anything, so I don't feel particularly rushed to move quickly or anything, which is very nice. Okay, going in with the inner corner piece, making sure it's kind of like the same distance from the inner corner as the other eye. Kind of have to have a steady hand to make sure it's staying where you want it. Oof, the problem is that it's getting stuck on this. So I think I'm going to try to get some of this bond off. All right, the lashes are on and I'm really happy with how they look so far. I think they look really natural and I think it just opens up my eyes, and I think this look could work for a lot of people. They definitely aren't as dramatic as some strip lashes and stuff like that can be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of mascara to my lower lashes, and I'm gonna zoom you guys out for my initial thoughts. All right, so I added some mascara to my bottom lashes and I feel like that totally completed the look. I'm enjoying how the lashes look and I think they went on pretty easy. The bond, like I said, it is very strong, it is very sticky. I really did feel like when I placed the little wisp on, it just like grabbed hold right away. The only thing is that I wish that I did a better job at cleaning this applicator on between each piece, because when I was putting it on, what would happen is some of the bond would get stuck on here. So it's kind of like a glue that's getting stuck on here. So then when I place the next piece, it would just get stuck on here, like the wisp would get stuck on the applicator and it would pull away instead of staying on the lashes. So really making sure that you're going in with each piece with a clean applicator, and take your time, you know, don't feel rushed when you're placing each one. Be really intentional about it. Try to get it close to the lash line but not right there. I think it's more comfortable when you have a little bit away from the lash line, but I think it was close enough for me where it's not like you can really see or tell the difference. And really making sure that each piece of wisp is right butted up right next to each other, so it's a really seamless lash, so it doesn't look like just like chunks, you know. I'm reading over some of the more detailed instructions and it does look like there is more we could have purchased. So there is an overnighter, which is a reinforced formula for extended wear with a stronger hold to maintain the wisp in a fresh condition. So it almost looks like a little bit of a eyeliner that is an additional glue, but I unfortunately don't have that. So I'm going to just try my best to take care of these to see if we can make it last. Like I'll just like kind of treat them like lash extensions where I will take off my makeup and just really be careful around it. I'll wash my face and just try my best not to rub my lashes or anything, and we'll see if we can draw this out. But I think in the future what I'll do is I will get the overnighter to see if that will help it last longer. There's also seems to be a remover that you could purchase as well, and if you take off the wisp and make sure that you gently use the remover to wipe away the bond and seal, you should be able to just dry off the wisp and reuse them. I want to see, just with everything that came in the kit originally, I wonder if it can last a little bit longer than just one day, and see how it goes. All right, well, I'm gonna go about my life and try to see if we can extend these for a couple more days, and I will check in with you guys when I have an update. See you guys soon. Hi everyone, I am back to give you a quick update. So these lashes are not the Kiss Falscara. These are a totally different strip lash that I put on for today. This would have been day 3. I wanted to give you a rundown of kind of what happened. So during the first day, I really liked how the lashes looked. I was really happy with them. Then that night, I washed my face and I tried really hard to be careful of not just like scrubbing and getting them super wet. So really just trying to treat them like lash extensions. And then I tried to stretch it out for a second day. But then when I woke up the second day, I was like, what is that on my pillow? And it was one of the little chunks of the lash wisps. So we had a casualty, and I was like, okay, so let me check the mirror. So when I got ready the next day, the lashes pretty much looked okay, except for the one that fell off. So what I did was I just broke out the bond and seal, and I just redid it. I added a little bit more of the bond, put the lash back on, and then did the seal, and I was okay for the second day. So the second day I, worked out, and so I had to shower and wash my face in the shower. Again, I tried really hard to avoid that area. Went to bed, and then when I woke up this morning, things were starting to crumble a little bit. The lashes looked a little bit wonky. I could tell that some of them were barely hanging on by a thread, so I was able to even just like gently remove each piece. So I just gently took them all off, and then I was able to like set it back into the box because I do want to hopefully try to reuse these. So what I've learned from this whole process is I don't think that this product is necessarily for everyone, because it is a little bit challenging to use, and it kind of seems like a lot of work if this bond and seal only lasts really for like 1 or 2 days. So I am intrigued on trying to use the other one that makes it last a little bit longer, because I think that this product would work when I'm trying to be super low maintenance-ish for, let's say, when I go to Hawaii in a couple months. Like I want to use some sort of brow tint, and then I want to be able to use something like this where I can kind of like have lashes for a couple days, and then I could just kind of wake up and go, and I don't have to really worry about putting lashes on, putting my brows on, and I could just have more of a fresh face but feel like I still have a little bit of lash on that I don't have to do every day. Because every day I'm pretty comfortable, lately I've just been using my velour lashes and the velour eyeliner lash glue. Absolutely love the product. I do have a code for that if you wanted to check that out, but I still use that every day, and I'm really comfortable with using that. Whereas I think with this set, with the bond and seal, if it's only going to last like a day or two, it just seems like a lot of steps, where I honestly think that, for every day to day, I won't be using this, but I think I want to try it out for if I could just do this once, have it last like 3 or 4 days while I'm on vacation, and then I could just like wake up and go. That would be kind of nice on vacation. And I went to 2 stores. I went to a Target and a CVS to look for the remover and that extending glue, and I couldn't find it, so I think I'm going to have to purchase that on Amazon and give that a try. I will give it a try and report back to you guys maybe in a later video to see how that goes. I will be sure to link everything that I've talked about in the description box below for you to check out yourself if this is something that you think will work well for you. I must say, when I took off all the pieces, there was still a lot of the bond on my natural lashes. It was like a very sticky black glue. So I did have to work gently with a eye makeup remover to take off that glue. And also another thing, sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place. Another thing is that I don't have a lot of natural lashes, so I feel like one piece of the lash was hanging on to just a few of my natural lashes. Didn't have as much to hang on to, whereas I feel like if you have more natural lashes than me, maybe it will stay on longer because it'll have more to attach to, if that makes sense. Again, I will link everything for you in the description box below. Let me know if you have any questions or any pro tips for this product in the comment section. I would love to hear them. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell so you're notified as soon as I post my next video. And as always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!